Bigfoot Sasquatch mystery coast to coast and continent to continent. It's the Bigfoot Field Guide radio show, presented by the Mid-America Bigfoot Research Center. Over the next hour, we'll discuss sightings, behavioral characteristics, useful equipment, and all that is Bigfoot. Pull up a chair and join the conversation. The Bigfoot Field Guide radio show is on the air.
Welcome, folks. Forgive us as we're going through all these different setups and options and stuff. It's hopefully going to end up being a good setup and everything. My name is D.W. Darkwing Lee. I'm the Executive Director of the Bigfoot Field Guide and also the Mid-America Bigfoot Research Center. We've done a lot of research over the years. We've been doing this since 1997. Still lots of things that we're still learning, but we like to also reach out and show everybody else. These are just some of the features that we're working on. We wanted to just give a little preview. And we're also going to do a little presentation on the Prince Edward Island footage. Also known as the PEI footage. So, we just want to show some of the stuff that we're working on. First thing, though, we're going to show the old bacon grease video that the MABRC put together back in the late 2000s. It's mainly done for comedy. If you've ever seen the video of the guy running through the woods with a stake strapped to him, and he comes into the cabin with the wolves and the bears all chasing him. This is similar to that. So here, without further ado.
Okay, it's your turn.
And of course, that was Randy Harrington doing the part of running through the field and everything. And Dave Squatchfinder Gano and Roy Bushman McClish, they were the two gentlemen sitting in the chair. It was all good and fun, so I hope our detractors don't slam us for that. So we're going to try a few other things here just to see what all does work. we do have the following option that we're going to be doing called mail call. So let's just do the preview of that real quick.
Knock off the jaw jacking, it's time for mail call. Knock off the jaw jacking, it's time for mail call.
So as you can see, we did use Gunny's little saying there from his show Mail Call. But, you'll be able to go and send in emails and, ask questions of the group and stuff. So we've actually got a banner for that. Send email to the Bigfoot Field Guide with any questions, comments, or suggestions. Send them to mailcall@bigfootfieldguide.com, and you may be featured on our mail call segment of the Bigfoot Field Guide show. We're really working on the back side of things, trying to get it all ready. Hopefully it'll turn out great as we get more and more used to what we're doing here. So get rid of the banners here real quick and get back over here. Now we're going to go into doing our little presentation on the Prince Edward Island footage, and it's going to be a segment called Hoax or Real. And here we go. Hoax or Real. Got to get this out of the way here. The Prince Edward Island footage. Possible Bigfoot in the footage or not. Looking at the evidence. Now, the original footage came from here about 9 years ago, maybe even a little longer. They only had one video, which was this video here. So that was suspect already. And they even claim, in 2001, this was what they were doing. They were shooting basically a home movie with a friend. But we dug into the video itself, and here's the original footage in its entirety. So now here's where they slowed it down and everything. So we use two programs here. We use the Virtual Dub with a D-Shaker plug-in. And what this does is it takes the video and it centers on one feature and actually de-shakes it to where you can actually see that figure as it goes across. We then applied it with the Canovia software. This is what they use for professional athletes to be able to look at how they're running on a treadmill or how they're exercising, so they can go back and review their muscle structure, stuff like that. We use it and able to slow down the video. You can slow it from 100% all the way down to 0%. Of course, we do it about 50%. Any lower than that, you're just sitting there wasting time. It also allows you, as you can see right here where my mouse is, it gives you a magnifying box. It actually will let you magnify up to 2.5% of what the actual video is. So it's pretty good software. Now we do have links to these available on the MABRC forums, and I'll also add those links underneath the video here. Eventually, we'll end up using this for one of our shows. Now, here's the footage de-shaped. As you can tell, it's a little bit more stable. So now here it is, slowed down 50% and zoomed 2.5 times with the Canova software. Here you see the guy come running out. So you was able to see a little bit more. Now, one thing we did is we compared the footage here. You notice this little green area right here. This guy, we'll assume that he's 6 foot tall. And this is probably another 6 to 8 inches above his head. When we looked at the figure that come running across, there's the same leaf right there, or the green spot. And there's at least another 1.5 feet, maybe even 2 foot down to its head. So that was a red flag. It's like, this thing is not as big as what a Bigfoot should be. Well, then we also noticed a few other things. You can't really see it too well probably, but right here under the red circle, you can see what is the latex face of a gorilla costume. Here we have a latex face on a gorilla costume right here to kind of show you. It actually comes all the way down. That's really noticeable when we was able to use the Canova software. Pros and cons of this: there is no real backstory, supposedly shooting an amateur movie. No one has ever come forward with explanation, story, or any other information. This is the only video on that YouTube channel. And one thing that we really noticed after we slowed it down and started looking, the runner is actually smiling as he runs. He knows they are faking a Bigfoot and can't keep from laughing about it while he runs. So right here, you can see the smile on his face. He knows that, you know, they're hoaxing it. It may not be that noticeable on y'all's end. So our conclusion? Well, our conclusion is 100% hoax. Now, there'll be some of y'all out there that will argue till the cows come home that no, this can't be fake. It's a real Bigfoot. But when you actually go and look at the detail under the microscope, there's too many red flags. And when there's too many red flags, it's better to just say hoax and move on and hope that somebody eventually someday will come in with better footage. So that was our little presentation about that. Let's see if I can get it to. So we got stuff like that we'll be presenting. We also have a few other things that we'll be doing. We'll even have a campfire roundtable, and we actually got some really nice footage, you know, that we'll be using when we're talking about all this. Let me bring it up here real quick. When we have our little fireside chats, campfire chats, where we all just get in and start talking and, you know, discuss the research, stuff like that, we'll just bring up this campfire and we'll just feel like we're sitting around the campfire out there while we're doing this. Hopefully everybody will like that feature. You know, we also have our Squatchopedia links, the symposium links. We even have the MABRC web links. So lots of great features here. We can actually go and bring up stuff like We'll bring up Squatchopedia here real quick. Bring this over so we can share it out. So here we have the Squatchopedia. We're trying to convert it into basically the everything you need encyclopedia for Bigfooting. We have everything from hoaxes to historic information to casts, books, groups, past and present. One of the things like we do have here is the Temagami Island Ben Mateen hoax. We actually received this from a guy that was really just trying to get us to get him some attention for his movie at the time. He was making a home movie. So that kind of really shot his whole story to crap. One of the things that a lot of people point out is the guy supposedly went back and did a size comparison. And unfortunately, the way they did the size comparison, they had the guy standing on the far back, further back, probably about 20 feet of the position, the location where the Bigfoot was at. So this really gave the impression that this Bigfoot was like, 10 feet tall, and this guy was way back in the back. But it was all just the depth perception. So that just added more to the fact that they were trying to hoax it, try to build up more for their movie. And the reason we know this is so they put this claim out, but then this is what they let get released accidentally, and then they hid it. This was the trailer for their movie. And the movie was The Man God Forgot. As you can see, that was the actual suit that was in the pictures above here. So they really just created their own self. We even have the emails that they first contacted the MABRC with, trying to get us to go along with what they were talking about. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I know the intro said that it was an hour long, but one of the things that I'm doing is I'm just doing test runs right now. So with that being said, we're going to get off here. Hopefully everybody will have a great day, and give us some feedback if you want. I think we're going in the right direction. We're going to be talking more about research, going to be talking about hoaxes, going to be talking about tactics, the whole 9 yards. So this show isn't about bringing guests on with sightings. It's talking about the actual research, the experience that we've had over the years with different tactics. I'm sure that it'll become a pretty good show after we work some more bugs out. So with that being said, we'll see you next time.
You've been listening to the Bigfoot Field Guide radio show, presented by the Mid-America Bigfoot Research Center, where researchers think outside the box. Available for download on iTunes and from mid-americabigfoot.com. Thanks for listening, and remember, the next time you're in the woods alone, maybe you're not.